Julian, would you mind elaborating a little bit on the legal aspects and considerations that we look at and endeavor to support our artists with?
Sure, happy to do that. So I think, look, first of all, if you look at all of the NFTs that are available out there today, you're going to find that they are being treated as an end product. And in reality, if they were treated as end product, there is actually very little value in it, right? The reason is this. An NFT is kind of like a piece of paper with a never repeating serial number, right? So everyone rave about how it's being unique. Of course it's unique because the serial number is unique. But as a piece of paper, it doesn't create any value, right? The value of a piece of paper will only come with what you actually write on it. Okay. Now, most people assume that when they actually place a link to a JPEG image in the NFT, that they're actually drawing the image onto the NFT, and that's actually not true, right? Because in fact, a lot of the links within the NFTs are actually links to centralized servers. Some are linked to IPFS. The better ones are linked onto the blockchain, right? And it is important that it must be on the blockchain because that's where it's immutable, right? If your link is actually on a centralized server, and if that centralized server actually shuts down, your NFT will have a link that goes nowhere. And it's going to be very difficult for you to explain, what exactly do you own in the NFT. Now, even if the image is actually on the blockchain, you have to bear in mind that from a legal perspective, the fact that you have a link written on a piece of paper to an image does not mean that you own anything in the image. Okay, so from a legal perspective, again, that's very, very problematic. And I think that's the reason why we see a lot of problems today, especially legal issues between different parties, especially between the owners of the copyright and the owners of the NFTs. Now, what we have done in Coinllectibles is something I find really amazing because our link in the NFT actually links, first of all, to the blockchain, but it doesn't simply link only to a JPEG image. It actually includes a whole bunch of legally binding documents that actually creates the ownership rights to the art piece, right? And the art could be a tangible asset, which is a physical art piece, or it could be an intangible asset, which is like a digital image. But as far as we're concerned, there must be proper documentation minted or embedded into the NFT, uploaded onto the blockchain before you can categorically say that when you own the NFT, you also own certain rights or you own certain ownership title to that image. And I think that's what we've done differently from a lot of NFTs out there at the moment. And I think the fact that Shazad is very interested to work with us, and I'm delighted and we are very honored to have him as one of our artists, is precisely because that's what we've done. And if you look at our recent partnership with Spink, for example, this is an auction house that was established in the 1600s. They are actually very, very conservative, and it's the same thing. When we could articulate exactly what we were trying to do with the NFTs and what the potential buyer of the NFT is actually getting, immediately they were actually happy to work with us. And I think that's a testament to the fact that we've done the right thing by walking on the right path to use NFTs as a tool and not as an end product for the purpose of speculation and hype. I hope that answers your question, Declan. But I hope it's not too heavy as well from the audience perspective. But thank you.